Hi everyone, welcome to this second video in the Holiday Let series. Hope you're all doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Holiday Let Deal Analyzer. So exactly the Excel spreadsheet that we use to make sure that we're buying the right Holiday Let properties and they're meeting all our rules, etc. So this is the Deal Analyzer. I'm going to go in each section of the deal analyzer to talk about each different area, make sure you understand it, and then hopefully you can use the same spreadsheet to make sure you're getting the right holiday let property. So in this top left, in the columns 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of A, these are information about the property, where you've seen it, etc. So you'll put the property name in the top, property details, is in how many bedrooms, bathrooms it is, how many it'll sleep, etc. The agent that it's on with, or the vendor, their vendor details, who they are, etc. And when you're viewing it. So they're just more to track each spreadsheet as you save it to make sure that all the information's there, which property you're talking about, etc. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in a little into these areas and then we can discuss them as we go along. So we'll start with B11. This is our purchase price. So what are you purchasing the property for? In this case, it's 375. The deposit is 25%. You're going to have a deposit required of 93,750. Stamp duty is based on residential at this moment in time, so that's 20,000. Your solicitor fees at 1250. That's what we're currently paying, and your architect and planning at zero because we've not need planning for this property. But normally, you'd have at least £1,000 to £2,000 of architect and planning costs. This will because you need planning permission for the property to change use. Sometimes with the planning departments, you can do it yourself online, which we've done a few times. So with this spreadsheet, all you need to do is put the numbers in the blue, and the greens will work out themselves. So if we go to the top, if we can change the purchase price to 350, that should change all the details in green. So we'll change that back to 375, and again, they change. So the only thing in the purchasing column, the stamp duty. Sometimes you can get commercial stamp duty on properties that you're buying, especially if they're already holiday lets. So make sure you're putting in the right stamp duty calculations in that column. If we move over to mortgage, you've got mortgage remaining after your deposit. The rate currently we're using is 6%, because we feel like the market is at around 6% at the moment. It used to be 5. We brought it up to 6 when interest rates went up, and we're just at 6 currently. Do not change this. So this deal analyzer spreadsheet is to figure out whether it's a great holiday let property or not. So forget what interest rates are doing, forget what the whole world's doing. This is literally, is this property going to be a good holiday let? If the interest rate went up, it'll still be a good holiday let, but you can't control what the interest rate does. So mortgage remaining and the interest rate, and then you've got your interest per year and your mortgage interest per month. Further down, you've got your landlord refurb payment. This is if you've got the landlord to pay for your refurb or done the refurb as you were buying the property, so you might have to pay them back. The same further down, this is a lease on the property, so you might be renting to holiday let. I don't think I've heard of anyone doing this yet, a rent to holiday let on an 8-bed property, sleep 16. But it's there if you need it. Further to the right, you've got your rental per month, which is projected by Sykes Cottages. That's who we use. So in their projection that they'll give you all these details. So the number of weeks projected rental This will typically be 80% weekends and 20% of week bookings. So in this instance, 36 weeks projected out of the 52. The agent commission is 17% plus VAT. So as you can see below 20.4%, including VAT as their commission rate. And then the monthly income is based on the lower end figure that they give you. So if they give you a range of 80 to £100,000 of income, you will use the £80,000 as your guideline because that's worst case scenario. You'll divide it by 12 and then you'll put it in H14. If we go further down the column, it'll tell you rent per month, rent per year, worst case scenario VAT registered. You'll have a rent per month of 7,000 and your total rental will be 85,000. So further along on the right hand side, we've got bills per month all the way down. So you've got your rates per month, and this will be business rates, etc. So with your first property, you probably won't pay any of that. It'll be when you get your second and third property that you'll have to start paying rates. You've got your gas, electric, and water per month. We've put in at £1,000. You've got your TV license and broadband at 40. You've got insurance at £20, £120 a month. And then there's your cost totaled up per month and per year. You've got your agent commission that we've already talked about at 20.4%. And that just gives you a brief cost of what you'll be paying off the income. You've got your agent costs excluding VAT. Obviously, if you're VAT registered, it won't matter. So they're all in there. Further down, you've got your cleaning costs per changeover. So based on the Sleep 16, we're saying the changeover is £300 and the laundry is 75 and the hot tub changeover is £15. So in total, you're going to spend £14,000 a year on your cleaning costs. Further down, we've got your maintenance. So your maintenance cost per month is £500. You've got your gardener costs at £100 per month, and you've got your mix costs at £250. That is totaling £6,000, £1,200, and £3,000 a year. So if we go back over to the left, you'll see you've got your refurb tab. So in this instance, we're paying £5,000 for the kitchen, £2,000 in electrics. We've got painting in at £3,000. You've got furnishing for a Sleep 16 is generally £25,000. Hot tub at £5,000. So totaling refurb cost is £40,000. So obviously in the refurb costs, only you can do that because you know the state of the property. So in the bottom here, these are your most important tabs. So on this left-hand side, you've got firstly your profit per year. So this will be counted by these costs on the right. So this is your cash flow tab. So as you can see, you've got your total income per month and your total expenditure per month. So then what it does is it takes into account income per year and expenses per year. So these two figures here will be what calculates your figure over here. So profit per month is looking at £2,180, and then profit per year is £26,000 a year profit of one Sleep 16 holiday let. And then over here on the right, you've got VAT worst case. So if you VAT register, you're probably going to make £1,000 a month. So £12,500 per year. So over here on the left, that's how we got the profit per year and the VAT registered profit per year. Your total investment is 155,000, and that's calculated by your purchase total and your refurbishment total. You've then got a rate of capital employed of 16.9%, which is perfect for holiday lets. So we're aiming for 14.7% ROCE on every deal that we do. So 16.9% definitely makes it a great deal. The same down here on the return on investment after refinancing. As long as that's 14.7%, that is what you want it to be. So as you can see, if we put double the refurb cost in, it will turn these to a no, meaning the deal doesn't pass and we shouldn't buy it. So if I turn that back to 40, it says minimum ROCE 14.7, go. So that is a deal that I would buy tomorrow without seeing the property because I know it works at 14.7%. So I hope that is a good introduction to the basic deal analyzer. Further down, we've got return on investment. And so your cash flow per month, your asset growth based on 5%. So we generally suggest that the property goes up in value 5% every single year. You'd put your discount on the property, say if it was up at 400 and you got it at 375, you would put 25,000 pounds in there. So your total ROCE is 70 grand for the year. Your capital invested is 155,000. So on year one, ROCE, you're making 45.10% on your investment. That's nearly 50%, nearly half of your investment back in year one. So yeah, I hope that's a really good introduction to the deal analyzer and how we use it. If you've got any questions about it or you want to know a bit more on certain areas, then please get in touch with me down below in the comments. But yeah, hope that's a really good video for you, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.